The Crow is being heavily rumored to come out in 4K in 2024. Second Sight tells Criterion to hold their beer with their own 4K big box set release of Mean Streets. Arrow Video announces their new January slate, including Conan the Barbarian and Carrie on 4K. Paramount issues a disc replacement program for the new 4K release of Rosemary's Baby. And after waiting a whole weekend, we finally have details on the 4K and Blu-ray release of Five Nights at Freddy's. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 184. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And we don't have a ton to talk about today. It was really kind of a dry week. I was scraping anything and everything together. Thank God for Arrow Video and Second Sight doing their announcements, but I was really scraping the bottom of the barrel because there was almost nothing that was announced this past week. But we do have some stuff to talk about. We've got disc replacement programs, some special features that were announced for upcoming boutique releases. We've got a very exciting rumor to talk about as well. But before we get into all of that, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love. All that stuff there behind me every single day here. So if you like that kind of thing, then definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also like this video and then comment down below of everything that we get into here today. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with the rumor. The big rumor, I think we all kind of anticipated that this would be coming in 2024, but the rumors for The Crow coming to 4K, they are swirling all over the internet. And it started on Blu-ray.com and the forums where a lot of these rumors usually start to generate. And 2024 is the speculated release date for The Crow on 4K. Of course, these are rumors that we're talking about. Anything could change. So if you're saying to yourself, Ken, Ken's saying The Crow's coming to 4K in 2024, 100%, that's going to happen. It could not. It could not, okay? So always know that with these rumors, take them with a grain of salt. I'm just kind of, taking the information that I have and speculating based on what I know. So The Crow, we should be getting on 4K. Now, what's interesting is that this is actually supposed to be put out by Paramount because Paramount is doing a Brazil Blu-ray with a 4K scan that is coming up, and the images of that were being shown in the Blu-ray.com forum. So we know they're doing this Brazil Blu-ray with a 4K scan. So that's how we kind of know that the 4K restoration is probably not too far off. And all this was shared on Blu-ray.com. So why I find that interesting is because I know that Paramount and Lionsgate kind of go back and forth with the rights over the Miramax stuff sometimes. Because Kill Bill and Jackie Brown, the Tarantino films, the same thing happened. Lionsgate had those, then they went to Paramount, then they went back to Lionsgate. So I wonder if the same thing happened with The Crow, because I have this retro VHS slipcover of The Crow, and this is actually from Lionsgate. It says Miramax and Lionsgate on the side. So if Paramount does end up doing the 4K of The Crow in the US, I wonder, how those rights shifted hands or what exactly happened. I know that Miramax kind of has their stuff split. I know Paramount owns a good deal of the Miramax stuff, but Lionsgate also has a share of that as well. So again, I don't know everything there is to know about the rights. I know they shift back and forth. Feels like they're flying from one studio to the other, and it's very hard to track sometimes. But The Crow 2024, based on this image of this Brazil Blu-ray with a 4K scan, we assume that this is going to be coming to 4K in 2024. Again, the 30th anniversary, but that is definitely exciting stuff, guys. I am excited for The Crow on 4K. I have not seen The Crow in probably 20 years. I didn't even watch this Blu-ray when I got it, but it was a movie that I remember watching all the time on VHS back in the day. A very dark film, but I used to enjoy it a lot when I was a kid. So are you excited for The Crow? Let me know in that comment section below. So let's get into the actual news and announcements. Something very exciting came out of Second Sight over the weekend. We got Mean Streets coming to 4K, and this might seem a little bit familiar because we just got the Mean Streets 4K announcement from the Criterion Collection, but if you remember, and I'm pretty sure I talked about it on the Physical Media Report, Second Sight announced that they would be doing a 4K as well, like right after Criterion announced their 4K, and apparently this was a collaboration between the two to do the restoration with Martin Scorsese and the cinematographer, I believe. So Second Sight did work with Criterion on doing this 4K remastering, but Second Sight is putting out their own big box set version. And this, of course, is going to have that trademark big box set Second Sight edition with the art cards and a 178-page booklet. And I know what some of you all are saying. You're like, I don't need all that crap, Ken. I don't need it. Well, just get the Criterion. It's coming out next month. It's a Barnes & Noble sale. You'll be able to get it for 25 bucks. And you don't have to pay $57, $60 for the Second Sight release. But if you're somebody that likes the swag involved in these releases and the big box sets and all the additional materials, then I would probably wait on the Criterion. Don't pick that up and wait until January 15th. And you can go ahead and pre-order this right now. It's up on Diabolic. It's up on the Second Sight website. It's available to pre-order. So for me personally, it's very hard to decide here. I'm probably, if I'm being honest, like I'm probably going to double dip because I love Mean Streets and I can't wait to watch it on 4K. So the fact that that's coming out next month, like I don't know if I'm going to be able to wait, but I really am going to try because I'm getting this Second Sight regardless. Like you put Second Sight up against any other label, like I'm going to choose them all day, every day, because even when it comes to the 4K restoration, usually with Second Sight, even when they're partnering with somebody else, like they just partnered with Dark Sky on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre earlier this year, even when they're partnering with somebody on the restoration, like they still usually go in and do some additional work to that 4K, and it always comes out better from Second Sight. Even if it's just slightly better, it always comes out with a little bit better picture quality than whoever they're partnering on that release with. So I feel like the 4K of the Second Sight is going to look just a little bit better. Probably not too much better, but it's going to look better for sure. So I'm excited for Mean Streets regardless. I'm just kind of conflicted. I know I'm getting the Second Sight. I just don't know if I'm getting the Criterion. If the Criterion has the Digibook, that's going to sell it for me. That's absolutely going to sell it for me, and I'll definitely get both editions. But yeah, Mean Streets 4K, very cool announcement from Second Sight. I think it's awesome. The packaging is awesome. The artwork on the packaging is awesome. Like, I just love everything about this set. So let me know if you're going to get the Second Sight Mean Streets 4K or the Criterion 4K in that comment section below. And of course, with the Mean Streets 4K from Second Sight, you have the option just to get the case with the disc in it. You don't have to get all the swag. You can just get that 4K without all the extra, box sets and booklets and all that kind of stuff. So just wanted to throw that out there as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the Arrow Video January announcements. And I did an entire video on Friday covering these announcements because these were big announcements and I wanted to get those out there as soon as possible. But they are all available to pre-order right now on Amazon. I will link everything down below in the description if you want to pre-order any of these announcements from Arrow Video. But Arrow Video is off to a great start in 2024. Criterion is as well. They really are. But Arrow Video to me is just, they're destroying, and no pun intended considering what we're getting ready to talk about, but they are destroying just like everything right now. They're destroying the physical media game. Like every single month, like month after month after month, it's like just when I think, oh, okay, it's time for Arrow Video to have an off month, let off the gas a little bit and recoup. It feels like they ramp up like every single month. And I don't know when they're going to run out of steam, but I am here for this streak that Arrow Video is on. It feels like an 8-month streak ever since June. Like they've just been on fire, but they did announce, sorry guys, Conan the Barbarian on 4K, okay, with Arnold Schwarzenegger from 1982. This is coming out January the 16th. It's also going to have a Blu-ray box set edition as well. And this is a big box set edition, not just slipcover, guys, big box set edition with a booklet and everything. And this is going to have 3 cuts on the 4K, all on the 4K. It's going to utilize seamless branching, which is a technology that kind of allows all these cuts to be on the same disc, and you're not going to have the issue of compression because they're all drawing from the same material. So it's a really cool new innovation in physical media and disc sharing that they've come up with. So I'm here for it, guys. 3 cuts on the same disc. Now, I think it's the uncut version, the theatrical cut version, and the unrated cut version, or maybe final cut. I can't remember the names of all the cuts, but there's 3 cuts on the same disc, so that's definitely cool. You're gonna have new commentaries and something like 9 or 10 new interviews. I covered it all last week when I did the video on it, but it's like 9 or 10 new interviews and special features. This thing is loaded to the gills, like with so much stuff. If you're a Conan the Barbarian fan, if you grew up with this movie, you saw in the theaters, like this has to be like your dream release. Like, I don't feel like that anybody could have done any better with this release other than Arrow Video. So I'm so happy they're putting this out. And it's Arnold Schwarzenegger coming out from Arrow Video. Like, I know we all wanted Terminator 2 from Arrow Video, but like, this is great. Like, this is so awesome. So I'm so excited for Arrow Video that they got to announce this and just kicking off and setting the tone for 2024. I think it's cool. But not only are we getting that, we're also getting the sequel, Conan the Destroyer from 1984. That's coming out on 4K. Big box set release coming out January the 16th. You're also getting a Blu-ray box set edition if you're not interested in 4K. This is going to have a new commentary and 5 new interviews. So it's not as extensive as Conan the Barbarian. You're not getting a bunch of new cuts, but you're getting 5 new interviews. So you're still getting quite a bit with this box set, and super awesome, guys. So Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer, both on 4K, big box set releases. But if you want both of these films in one box set, Arrow Video is also giving you that option as well, because they are releasing the Conan Chronicles 4K set on the same day, January the 16th, which includes both of the films in one box set. And it's going to be a little bit cheaper on your pocketbook. And you're not only you're getting a 4K option, you're also getting a Blu-ray box set option as well. And of course, it's going to have all the same features that the previous 2 releases that I talked about had, because it's both of the releases together. Now, for me personally, I would want both of these individually, big box set releases, just sitting them next to each other on the shelf. But I completely understand if you want that Chronicles edition. You know, some people like the stuff all housed together in one box set. And I actually think the artwork for the Chronicles edition is probably the best of the 3. So very exciting stuff coming out of Arrow Video. Like, it's Conan month for Arrow Video in January, and I'm definitely here for it. We also have Murphy's War coming out on Blu-ray on January the 30th, which is a cool kind of World War II period piece drama that I've never really heard of or seen, but it's got, it's got some actors in it. Peter O'Toole, I believe, is in the film, so looks pretty cool. But Carrie, this is one I'm actually excited for, and I shouldn't be, because I already have this movie on 4K, but the UK is getting Carrie on 4K in a big box set, chunky box set release. And that's why I'm excited for, because I love the movie Carrie, and yes, I know it already has the Shout Factory 4K. I own it. It's a great disc. It looks fantastic, but the idea of owning a Carrie 4K big box set release, it's just too tempting to pass up. Like, I cannot pass that up. Carrie's one of my all-time favorite horror films. I got to get that big box set release, even if I already have it on 4K. And it's got a lot of the same special features from what I was seeing that the Scream Factory does. Maybe Scream Factory's got a few more that this one doesn't. But from what I was seeing, it has a lot of the extras that Shout Factory version has. So if you wanted to sell your Shout Factory version and pick up the Carrie big box set 4K edition, you could definitely do that. But yeah, like I said, this is UK only, and this comes out on January the 22nd. Moving on, let's talk about Saw X. It's getting a steelbook, not in the US. It's getting a steelbook from Metropolitan Video, and this is a French label, and this is coming out February the 29th. So that led people to start speculating, are we going to get a Saw X steelbook in the US? Because we talked about Saw X last week, got an official announcement coming out on 4K and Blu-ray, but no steelbook. And that's just not Lionsgate to release a new film without a Lionsgate steelbook with a slipcover. Like, that just doesn't happen, especially a film as high profile as Saw. So I don't know. Hopefully they announce a steelbook soon, but it's like usually they announce this stuff at the same time, so it just doesn't make a ton of sense. So hopefully we get a steelbook for Saw X. Otherwise, you might have to import it from Metropolitan Video in France. So let's talk about The Man from Nowhere. That's getting a 4K release from Well Go USA on December the 12th. I don't know too much about this film, but definitely cool that Well Go USA is releasing this. And we also got to talk about the Point Break and JFK special features. Now, both of these titles are coming out from Shout Factory in December, and they released the details on both of these, and I'm kind of confused as to why they would even bother to release details on Point Break, because there's no special features coming out for Point Break at all. Like, at all. They announced it's going to be a new 4K restoration, Dolby Vision, HDR, new 4K scan on the Blu-ray, but when it came to the special features, there was nothing. No special features at all. No interview with Catherine Bigelow. I didn't think that they would get Keanu Reeves to do anything, but they could have got some low-level cast members of the film. I just don't know why. Like, this is such a huge action movie. Like, and you got the rights to release this on 4K, and tons of people are excited about it. I understand there's an actor strike, and that usually seems to be the excuse everybody comes up with, but like we're getting ready to talk about another one that has tons of special features. So if that one has a ton of special features, why can't Point Break have any special features? I just think it's ridiculous. You could have found somebody to do a commentary, film historian, whatever. I don't know. You could have found somebody to do some special features. It doesn't, to me, there's no excuse. To me, there's no excuse. You know, maybe there is an excuse, but to me, I just can't see the excuses, especially when you have a title like JFK, which they announced all the special features for as well. And there's tons. And not only is there tons of special features, but there's also 4 discs. You have the director's cut 4K Blu-ray. You also have the director's cut on Blu-ray with the 4K scan. You also have the theatrical cut on Blu-ray with a 4K scan, but you do not have the theatrical cut on 4K, actual 4K disc. And then you have the Blu-ray with all the bonus features. There's 6 bonus features. And then you got 12 deleted scenes, extended scenes, and you got a commentary by Oliver Stone. It's just, there's so much that is going into this release. It's absolutely ridiculous. And none of these special features were actors. So I get it. They're on an actor strike. That doesn't mean you can't get other people to talk about the film. That doesn't mean you can't get a couple of extra special features, Point Break. I just don't get it. It feels like there was no effort put in to that release at all. And I feel like there's more people that are excited for Point Break on 4K than, I'm sorry to say, JFK on 4K, which maybe I'm wrong with that. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe there are a lot of people that are excited for JFK. I'm definitely the most excited for JFK because of this big box set and all these features involved. Like, I think that's super awesome. So let me know what you guys think about it. I just think it's just kind of ridiculous. It's 2023. These boutique labels are putting these movies out and, you know, add some special features because they're not going to lower the price on Point Break. It's not going to be substantially lower than all their other 4K releases. It's going to be the same price. So if you're going to make it the same price, put some time, put some effort into it. All right, that's my rant, and it's over now. Rosemary's Baby. So I reviewed Rosemary's Baby a few weeks ago. So apparently that is getting a disc replacement. Now, I talked about the audio being a little messed up in my review, but I didn't talk about this particular audio blunder that they're talking about right here. But apparently there is a disc replacement program from Paramount in effect right now, and it is for some missing audio. And I believe it's during the birth scene where Rosemary's having the actual baby. Somebody says something and it's not completed. The sentence is not completed on the actual disc, so they're going to fill that in and add the sound and the words back in. So I had not seen the movie enough to really even notice that I was missing. But apparently, yeah, it's missing some dialogue in that sequence. And at Paramount, you know, they took the complaints and the criticism and they're making it right, and they're offering a disc replacement program. So the Digital Bits actually reported this, and they had all the instructions on how to request the disc. I will leave that. I'll copy that and leave that down below in the description, as well as the link to the place where you can go to request a disc. So I'll leave all that information down below in the description if you want to request a disc replacement for your Rosemary's Baby 4K. Let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. This is coming out on 4K and it's coming out on Blu-ray, and it's available to pre-order right now on Amazon, and I believe Groove as well. So Universal, with a quick turnaround, this just came out in the theaters and on streaming Peacock over the weekend. I watched the movie. I thought it was pretty fun for what it was. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the 4K. Maybe if there's a cool like steelbook or something, I'll grab it. But yeah, coming out on physical media already. We have to wait for Oppenheimer to be announced for like 4 months, but Five Nights at Freddy's immediately announced for pre-order, so you can pre-order that now if you want to. Let's go ahead and jump into the deals, guys. We got a lot of exciting deals going on right now. We have the Arrow Video sale. The Shocktober sale is going on until Wednesday, November the 1st. That is the last day for that. I've talked about that every single week. We also have an Indicator sale that just started today, the UK label Indicator. So they've got tons of stuff on there. They've got like 3 for $15 deals. So they got a lot of good stuff. Check it out. I'll link that down below in the description. Now, if you live in the US or Canada, you're going to have to pay a little bit for shipping unless you spend like $200 and they give you free shipping. Now, if you live in the UK, if you spend $50, you get free shipping. So, but the price of all the Blu-rays, like, it's insane, like $5 a piece if you utilize that 3 for $15. So it's definitely a good deal regardless of how much the shipping is. You're still going to save a ton of money on some of these titles. They have a lot of titles that are kind of out of print over here in the US. So definitely check out that sale for sure. And getting on Amazon, they got tons of great deals, like I said on there. They got Enter the Dragon on 4K for $18.81. They got Barbie on 4K, which just came out 2 weeks ago. That is already $24.99. We got Barbie on Blu-ray for $12.99. We got Prey on 4K for $24.99. That just came out for $30. I actually think that was like $32 when it came out. The Flash on 4K is $17.99. The Flash on Blu-ray is $12.99. The Exorcist on 4K already down to $18.19. Like, that just came out last month. Crazy. Evil Dead Rise on 4K is $18.04. We also have John Wick 4 on 4K for $19.99. We got Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for $14.99. We got Creed 3 on 4K for $17.99. We got The Grinch on 4K for $13.99. We got the Super Mario Brothers movie Blu-ray, sorry guys, for $12.99. And we got Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods on 4K for $17.99. So tons of great deals going on right now. Now, granted, we are just a few weeks away from Black Friday. These prices could go way down, even more so than they already are. So I completely understand if you want to hold off, but like, these are still really good deals for what they are at this time. So I am sharing them still. And again, I will have all those deals linked down below in the description. So let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. There's a ton of stuff coming out this week. It's absolutely insane. Starting off with the Alfred Hitchcock 4K Collector Set Volume 3. This is coming out from Universal. Now, this is $69.99 on Amazon, guys, but I encourage you to utilize Groove.com, $54.99 on Groove. And I pre-ordered from Groove, and I already have my set. It's over here, right here. Let me show it off. I already got my set. I got it in early from Groove. And I got it cheaper than Amazon. So get on Groove to order that thing. Do not get that off of Amazon. And in addition to that, we have the 5 films in that collector's set, but we also have all the 4Ks individually with slipcovers as well. We have Rope on 4K. We have The Man Who Knew Too Much. We have Frenzy. We have Torn Curtain. And we have Topaz. So all these movies are in the box that I just showed off. But they're also going to be individual 4K releases for $19.99 a piece. We also have Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. What a hell of a title, coming out from Paramount this week as well. We got the 4K for $29.96. We got the Blu-ray for $24.96. We got the 4K Steelbook for $34.95. So yeah, I'm excited to watch this one in 4K. I should be getting it very soon. And I've just heard incredible things about the sound and the visual quality of this. So I definitely am excited to get into it. And I saw this movie in the theaters. I liked the movie a lot. But I'm definitely looking forward to watching it in 4K at home. We got Blue Beetle coming out this week from Warner Brothers on 4K for $29.96, on Blu-ray for $24.96, getting a Walmart Blu-ray Steelbook for $29.96, and also a Best Buy 4K Steelbook for $37.99, and a Target Blu-ray for $28.99. So Blue Beetle getting all the exclusives this week. So yeah, are you getting Blue Beetle? Let me know in that comment section below. We also have the complete Rankin Bass Christmas collection coming out on Blu-ray. 18 movies in this set. I imagine it's all the Rankin Bass Christmas stuff, Year Without a Santa Claus, all that stuff. Coming out from Universal for $59.99. Definitely not a bad deal to get all those movies on Blu-ray, but I have to wonder, because they did Rankin Bass movies on 4K last year. Like, are we just getting this for them to do the 4K next year? So I'll probably end up holding off on that. We got Schindler's List, getting a Universal Essentials Collection 4K set coming out from Universal for $34.99, and also getting a Best Buy 4K Steelbook for $27.99 as well. We also have Animal House getting a Universal Essentials Collector's 4K set from Universal for $34.99. We have Jurassic World, the Ultimate Collection 4K Steelbook set, Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook set coming out from Universal for $119.99. So if you want your 54th Jurassic World, Jurassic Park 4K set, there you go. Feels like they release a new one every single year. We got Nanny coming out on Blu-ray from Criterion for $27.99. We got Witness coming out on Blu-ray from Arrow Video for $29.99. Now, the 4K of Witness actually got delayed until next week, but the Blu-ray is still coming out this week. We got 4 new releases from Warner Archive coming out this week. Warner Archive is absolutely killing it this week. They got Mad City coming out for $21.98. They got Dance Fools Dance coming out for $19.99. They got Double Trouble coming out for $21.98. And they got In Love and War coming out for $19.99. We also have Retribution, the latest Liam Neeson film, coming out from Lionsgate for $18.99. We got My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 coming out from Universal for $22.96. We also have a 3-pack with all 3 of the films for $34.99. We got 4 new releases from Kino Lorber, 4 new Blu-ray releases from Kino Lorber coming out this week, including American Ninja for $17.99, American Ninja 2, The Confrontation for $17.99, The Challenge for $15.09, and Enter the Ninja for $17.99. Looks like a bunch of ninja titles coming out this week from Kino Lorber. We also have, let me slow down to say this and make sure I get it right. Justice League times RWBY, Superheroes and Huntsmen Part 2. What a title. I remember doing part 1. Now I got to do part 2. This is coming out from Warner Brothers on 4K for $26.99 and getting a Blu-ray as well for $22.96. We also have Limbo getting a 4K from Cape Light Pictures for $27.99. We have Stealing Christmas coming out on Blu-ray from Universal for $17.99. We got King of Killers coming out from Lionsgate for $18.79. We got A Christmas Story Christmas, guys. I put this one in here. I don't usually discuss new DVD releases, but A Christmas Story Christmas is coming out on DVD only this week. Its first ever physical media release from Warner Brothers for $16.79. Why didn't they do a Blu-ray? Because this was on HD on HBO Max or whatever. Like, this movie was in HD or maybe even 4K on HBO. Why did you all not do a Blu-ray if you're going to do I know it's a little bit more money, but I feel like this would have sold. So this is very frustrating for me because I actually think A Christmas Story Christmas is a really good sequel. And it was better than it had any right to be for a Christmas Story sequel. So I really wanted to get this on physical media. Hopefully it gets a Blu-ray down the line, but maybe I just have to get the DVD because it's always risky with Max titles. They just take stuff off all the time. And I do want to own this movie. I just don't want a DVD. Like, put this out on Blu-ray. What are you doing, Warner Brothers? $16.79 for that DVD, though. Ronin Flix is releasing 2 new movies this week, including There's Nothing Out There for $29.99 and The Lost for $29.99 as well. We also have The Good Mother coming out from Vertical Entertainment for $12.99. We have Rewind and Play coming out from Grasshopper Films for $22.99. We also have 4 new releases coming out this week from Indicator, including The Curse of the Crying Woman for $14.99. Black Pit of Dr. M for $14.99, The Witch's Mirror for $14.99, and The Brainiac for $14.99. We got 5 new Vinegar Syndrome releases coming out this week, so if you pre-ordered for Vinegar Syndrome, you should be receiving your titles in right now, but if you didn't, these are available to order and you should get them in as soon as possible. We got Mother's Day on 4K for $32.99. We got Mark of the Devil on 4K for $34.99. We got Bloodsucking Freaks on 4K for $32.99. We got Rabid Grannies on Blu-ray for $24.99, and we got The Magic Crystal on Blu-ray for $29.99. Now, these are all a little bit cheaper. I just went over the non-slipcover editions. They're a little bit more expensive when you get the slipcovers on them. But we also got a couple of cool partner labels coming out this week from Vinegar Syndrome. We got Pretending I'm Superman coming out for $22.99 from ETR Media, and East End Hustle coming out on 4K, which is a Canadian picture, for $35.49 coming out from Canadian International Pictures. So, and with that, guys, we are done with today's physical media report. A lot of stuff to cover, more than I imagined I would be talking about today. I was like, oh, this is going to be a light week. But yeah, tons of stuff came out this week, guys. Physical media is alive and well. Even if the announcements were a little bit light, I predict in the next couple of weeks, things are really going to start ramping up and we're going to get some really cool announcements heading into 2024. But I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you can, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and then comment down below of everything that we went over. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets those juices flowing? Let me know in that comment section below. And also turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. And follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description. And we'll see you next time.